Hello friends. Generally, digital logic circuits family are classified into two types. The first family is combinational circuits and the second family is sequential circuits. In this video, we are going to differentiate between combinational circuits and sequential circuits. First, look the characteristic of combinational circuits. Characteristic of combinational circuits. The combinational circuits, the output, the output is depend only on input. This is the first characteristic of combinational circuit. Output depends only input, which means which means in 9 o'clock In 9 o'clock, I will give the input 1 0. The combinational circuits produced 0 1. In 9 o'clock 01 minutes, I will give same input. The outputs also same. In 9 o'clock 2 minutes, I changed my input is 1 1. Then output is changed as 0 0. Look, look, in this set, the output not changed. The input is same. But here, the output is changed if the input will be changed. Therefore, therefore, combinational circuits, the output depends only on the current input. Look into time perspectives. In the 9 o'clock 1 minutes, I will give the same input. Combinational circuit produce the same output. In 9 o'clock 02 minutes, I change the input. The output also changed. There, which means 9 o'clock I will give the same input, but output not changed, but the time is different. But 9 o'clock 2 minutes, the time is also different, but output, the input output only changed. The input will be changed. Therefore combinational circuit is not depend on the time. Therefore combinational circuits is a time independent circuits. Time independent circuits. These are the basic characteristic of combinational circuits. Now we are looking the characteristic of sequential circuits. Sequential circuits will be composed into combinational circuits, and additional we have one memory element which is stored in the previous output. This is the sequential circuit construction. The sequential circuits, the output not only depend on the input, is also depend on the previous output. This previous output will be stored in one memory devices. Therefore, the first characteristic is the output. The output depend the current input and previous output. For example, in 9 o'clock, I will give the input 1 0. The sequential circuit produced 1 1. In 9 o'clock 1 minutes, I will give the same input, but output will be changed because the output not only depend on the current input, the output is also depend on the current input and previous output, and also look in the time perspectives. 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 1 minute. The times are different, but input is same, but output will be changed. Therefore, sequential circuit will also, the sequential circuit is time dependent circuit. Time dependent circuit. These are the very basic two characteristic of sequential circuits. But 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 the question is why we are studying this type of the circuits. Generally, we have the CPU. Generally, in our system, we have the CPU. In this CPU, we have arithmetical logical unit, which perform arithmetic operation like addition, subtractions, multiplication, divisions, modulo divisions, and logical unit perform logical operations like comparator, like equal, less than or equal, greater than or equal, and logical and are not, like that. In this type of arithmetical logical unit circuit, which will output is depend only on the current input. Therefore, arithmetical logical unit will be come into the combinational circuits. And another side, CPU also contains control unit and resistor unit. The control unit will be come into the sequential circuit family, as well as resistor unit also come into the sequential circuit family. Of course, we have main memory also. This main memory having a ROM and RAM. In ROM will be come into the combinational circuits. How ROM will be combinational circuits are? Because because a ROM is having many locations. Each location having a data. In 9 o'clock 1 minutes, in 9 o'clock 1 minutes, 9 o'clock 0 minutes, I can read the data from these locations. 9 o'clock 0 minutes, I can also read the data in the same location. Here the time are different, but output does not change, which means the data does not change because a ROM is a non-volatile memory, and also it is a read-only memory. We have only read the data and we cannot write the data in ROM. Therefore, a ROM which belong to the combinational circuits, but another side RAM is the opposite of ROM, which can able to read and write in the same locations. Therefore, RAM will be come into the sequential circuits. But 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 the question is, sir, why we are studying? Sir, why we are studying this type of combinational circuits, sequential circuits? My dear students, now you are a student. In the futures, you may work embedded engineer, you may work hardware engineer, you may work IoT engineer. In this case, the digital logic circuits and also another subject like computer organizations, this subject basic foundations will boost your career definitely. In the digital logic circuits, we have studied how to design and develop combinational and sequential circuit efficiently. In the computer organizations, we are studying how this type of devices organized efficiently, like CPU organization, cache organizations, input output organization, like that. Therefore these subjects are very, the subject will give the post, will give the confidence. If you are working embedded engineer, hardware engineer, IoT engineer in the future. Thank you.